Yo, it's good, everybody. How we doing? How's the evening going so far? It looks like we really just had a little gap down, a pump back up into the level, and a dump. Obviously, I have my one feeler trade that kind of got lucky and entered right on a little spurt, so I'm up a little bit of money. But yeah, how was your trading day, guys? How was your trading day? Good evening, Mohammed. Good evening, Adam, Maritimes, Etheregram, Pieter, Discipline Futures Trader, The Trader's Nest, Initux. Who else is here? George, Doug, Nims. Nims, your friend. Nims, it was a disaster. It was an absolute train wreck. The marbles game was an absolute train wreck. Absolute train wreck. What's up, Diana? How are you? Yeah, it was so bad, Nims. It was so bad that I think tonight we might have less viewers than normal. It was that bad. What's up, Dom? How are you? How we doing, guys? The gamer, the cameraman. Yeah, I don't know. Either way, we got to figure something out, right? What's up, Kelly? How are you? Apex halted metals. I mean, I believe it. I believe it. I believe it. I mean, look at what a lot of the influencers have done over the last like month or so. You know, with the volatility, if they're right on it, if they're right on the side of it with a lot of size, I mean, they can make millions of dollars, right? But yeah, you can blame the favorite trader influencers for that, right? You can definitely blame them for that because now I'm pretty sure. I think Brian Stonk was up to like, I don't know what he was up. I know he was up like 4 million or something like that, something crazy. And you came for the futures trading stage for the marbles. Yeah, guys. I mean, we'll figure it out. We'll figure out the giveaway situation. Obviously, tonight there's no giveaway, right? Actually, we have no accounts to give away currently. But we'll figure it out eventually. Whether we have to go to something just basic like people were saying, Google Forms or something like that, and just doing like a spin the wheel kind of thing. We were trying to do something different than you see on every other trading stream. Trying to have something unique to the channel. That was chaos. That was 100% chaos. Marbles all the way. Yeah, I like the idea. Like when Nims mentioned it to me, it was brilliant. And from what I saw, like the demos that I saw, they were brilliant, right? Like it looked fun. Then we got started last night, and that was a train wreck. It was a straight dumpster fire. What's up, Kyle? You lost, then win, then lost again, Diana, today? Yeah, today was kind of, I mean, my key level today was actually, I think, 355. But it just was getting traded too much at the open for me to really catch anything good. I think I tried it twice, and I caught 2 break evens. So I had to wait out the majority of the morning. And then I made all my money today on the short from 105. I caught this move down and came out with like 3K today. Hey, what's up, Profits and Principles? How are you? Marbles trader funding. Yeah. I trust. Like, I think it's fun. I think it's entertaining. It's something a little bit different, right? But we'll definitely have to figure out. We'll definitely have to figure out a different strategy, at least for camera angle and view, because that was chaos. The other thing that stinks about it is the bots still infiltrated, right? Like we had to end the stream early because the bots started coming in. We had like 250 people in the stream, and yet we had over 300 marbles. Do you see what I'm saying? So we had to stop early because of it. And the bots they hurt your YouTube channel. Like YouTube sees that, right? They see people unsubscribe after the stream's over. You know, if you're constantly getting botted, it really hurts. It really hurts your channel. So unfortunately, Nims, I don't know if the marbles thing is going to be a viable option, because it's still anything you type a command in for, what inevitably happens is people come in And if they do have some sort of botting program, they just sign up 60 of their own accounts, right? Yeah, like maybe, Andrew, maybe if we just didn't turn it on until a certain time and gave you guys like 3 minutes or something to get registered instead of running the registration through the whole thing. Because I'm sure people that tuned into the stream last night came in and all they saw was me typing in the chat, right? Like the bot was named, was my name, was my tag, and they probably just thought I was talking to myself. Probably some crazy lunatic, right? Talking to himself. Especially if you tune into the shorts feed, it was just all WesleyEmeraldGate chatting. It was all WesleyEmeraldGate. So yeah, we got to figure something out. I don't know what the answer is. I don't want to do the same thing that every other trader's doing, where they have that cheesy graphic horse race or duck race or moose race or whatever have you. They're all doing the same graphic, right? Like everybody's doing the same giveaway. I don't want to do the same giveaway. Make a channel in Discord, Trader's Nest. I don't want to force people that aren't on Discord to have to join Discord. Do you see what I'm saying? Discord's kind of like, it's really bad with like bot accounts in Discord. So I understand people wanting to stay out of there. Discord gets noisy from time to time too. So it's just, I don't know what the solution is. I would like to get away from, you know, like the guy last night that tuned in and the only thing that he create the own website. The only thing that he said was, "This is why I hate watching your channel, because you force people to watch in order to win these giveaways." I was like, okay. I was like, okay, buddy. I don't know what to tell you. Create a kick channel? Like Rips? Next time, just do the Wheel of Fame. Yeah, I know it's simple, Andrew. We're trying to think of something fun and creative and that's like immersive a little bit, you know, something that's unique to the channel. I don't just want to do something. I mean, that's what we've been doing the whole time with the Nightbot. Yeah, I haven't even looked into Kick really at all. I haven't looked at any other like streaming platforms because like we're trying to get to the point where we can stream on like X, but you need 1,000 followers. Same thing on Reels. You need 1,000 followers. And we just don't post enough on it. Well, X is toxic first and foremost. In the trading community, like that is a toxic spot. That is a toxic spot. Toxic space. Total degeneracy. What's up, Pip Striker? How are you? What, Nims? What? I don't know. I mean, I'm fine just streaming on YouTube as well, right? We get to hang out. We get to relax and chill during the Asia session when there's not much action going on. What's going on with gold? Is gold moving around a little bit? Yeah, yes and no. There's definitely money to be made there. Gold's trying to put in like a little cup and handle here. You're 120 from passing the account. Get you some wins tonight? Well, on that note, don't copy my trades. You will get wrecked. I kind of think we go sideways again, to be fair. That was a lot of movement again today. Nice little pump at the end of the day. What's up, Pete? How are you? Oh, the guy, you tuned into another. Yeah, you get that in a lot of trading streams. I try to not do that here at all. You will notice that I don't really go off on anybody. Like, even if we get trolls in the stream, I don't tend to go off on them. I will call them out, but I won't. You won't see me swearing or yelling at them. Yeah, Kelly. Yeah, the volatility's great. The volatility's great. There's lots of opportunity, right? If you're executing in the right spots, there's lots of opportunity right now. You just got to be patient, you know? You're going to miss some of the moves. It's going to happen. But yeah, Apposado, we're happy to have you here, obviously. I know how the trading space is, right? I get it. I get it. But I'm just trying to create an environment where you guys feel comfortable and you know, we're here to support each other. Not like bring each other down. Trading's hard enough. It is hard enough. The last thing you need is negative energy. It's Hierogram today. Every trade you place win against you. Blue eval taking rest of the week off. Oh, I'm sorry, brother. Yeah, just reset the mental. Reset the psyche. Simon, you haven't missed much yet. Nothing yet. If we can get above 105 and start holding above this 105 area, I'm not opposed to trying along from up there. You've got some interest up here into 200. I feel like a little bit of a retracement is probably good. Let's see what we're looking at. I feel like we might want to revisit back up towards probably at least 200. You know, that would make a lot of sense. Retest this low at a minimum. Nims were going down again. Oh, jeez. I don't know if we're... I mean, we could. I don't know if we're going down tonight. Yeah, Maritimes, I'm kind of right there with you. I mean, you know I like to play my longs from the top side, but that's kind of what I'm saying. That 105 area is going to be a little difficult. Obviously, there's a seller sitting here, right? But yeah, if it's holding and we get up towards this area, I'm not opposed to trying the long. I would probably only target, I don't know, like I'd probably front run my target somewhere in the 160s. Short 23,800, short to 23,800 Nims. Oh, let's see. You guys want to see something? Put that on my charts today. I put that on my charts today. So here's what we're looking at on the daily, right? Like even a retest of the prior week low at this point after the sell-off through would make a lot of sense up here into 340. What's up, Spaces? Oh, my chart is so clean in comparison. Yeah, I don't like to have a lot on my charts. Yeah, Nims, I'm going to leave that one on there for the long haul. 19,400. I mean, 23,800? I mean, you're looking at, I guess you could. That would be a good liquidity sweep below the daily 200. So, I mean, it's definitely possible. Right? If we start really getting heavy to the downside, my first target would probably be around here, 24.4, somewhere around there, just below. Doomsday shorts. Oh, goodness. But yeah, I mean, it's looking like interest is to the top side. We got the spoofer jumping around orders down below, down into like 850, moving it around. So we'll see what happens. I'd like to get a break outside of this little range. That's kind of why I have 2 levels put here. I'd like to see a break and a hold outside this range. Otherwise, we're probably just going to consolidate in this area for a little bit. Pip Striker, what do I think is the future of Bitcoin? Where's Bitcoin at right now, guys? I haven't looked at a Bitcoin chart in a while or paid any attention to the crypto markets. I know everything's selling off and was selling off heavy. What's up, Pedro? I had a pretty good day today. P&L wise, I had a pretty good day. The morning was a little frustrating just because my level kept getting traded. Like, it just kept getting tapped. My key level was pretty much right where we opened, right at 355 up here. And it was so volatile and kept retesting that area that I couldn't really get a good trade. I kept getting break even. So I actually waited for this sell-off to happen and then a little break and retest action right here. Once I saw this aggression start selling down just above the level, this is when I hit the short, and I wrote it down to I want to say 950. So I got out about right here. I think that was my target. Let me see if I can't remember if I posted a screenshot or not. Let me see if I can find it. I'm pretty sure I did, but I cannot remember. Oh, yep, there it is. So this is what I made all my money on today. Saw the break just below the pivot sitting there, right at the bottom side of the level with aggression. Back below IBL at the time, and it flushed for me. Wes, how do I claim it? Sovereignty. What's up, Izzy? How are you? Bitcoin went below its electrical cost, so not good. Yeah, I mean, look, guys. You know how I feel about really all crypto, in my opinion. Whether it maintains value or not, I don't know. It definitely could, but where it traded up to was absurd. 120,000 plus a coin is just is outrageous. That's outrageous. What's worse, crypto or the Lions? Probably the Lions. Probably the Lions. Down 10,988 today from 13K, Ricky. But yeah, guys, that one trade was where I made all my money today. That's where I made everything. In fact, this is the first, I want to say this is the first 5-figure week I've had in 2026. I think it is the first 5-figure trading week that I've had in 2026 this week, which is good. That's a good week for me. That's a good week for me. Let's see if NQ can get that move up a little bit. Let's see if some buyers want to push this back above 100. Start getting a little... Start to see a little bit of absorption out of the buyers as well if we get up there. And then we might try the long. I don't know that I'm really interested in the short down here until we see this level break to the downside and price start to holding below. Diana. Oh, thanks, Diana. You will. Trust me. I think the problem that most traders make is they try to rush the process, right? Like, because they're seeing all these huge numbers. And they just try to rush the process. You know, try to sprint before you can crawl kind of thing. Backfill some of the volume with the volatility, Mo. You know, with the way the market was bouncing around today, there's probably a lot of orders left behind. You can kind of see the interest up here higher. You got a lot of long positions probably trying to get out of their positions at maximum value as well. So a move back up would make a lot of sense. NQ likes to trade very like technical levels a lot, regardless of the sentiment, right? So the one thing I've noticed is just because we have bad news and stuff like that, the market will still go up regardless. At times. I'm not saying overall I'm bullish, right? But I would say we probably need to backfill some of that volume. Nims. Nims, you've been short since I've known you. you've been in a short position since I've known you. All right, we got over 80 people in here right now. Thanks for tuning in tonight, guys. I appreciate you. Smash that thumbs up button if you haven't yet. Let's see if we can get that move here. I don't know if I like the 105 long. It's working out. But I feel like there's going to be a pullback. Phantom Panic, you traded for the first time today, futures. You've been trading penny stocks with ups and downs and pretty much breaking even. Don't want to give up. I think you'll like futures. Penny stocks is such a risk, Phantom. You know, it's very low volume trading. So the moves are sporadic. You want to be trading stuff that has really high volume. Lots of trades executed. Penny stocks are the real casino. I mean, true. You don't want to be trading illiquid assets. Let's put it that way. Those of you that are viewing in the vertical stream, feel free to click on that other live stream on my channel. I know I say this probably once every half hour during the live streams, but I just want to let you know there is a little bit better viewing experience on the horizontal stream, and that's where most people are hanging out at and chatting. So feel free to click on that other live stream on my channel. It's the one that does not have the word mobile in the title. You should stick to one. Yeah, Ricky, I'm kind of the same way. People ask, why do I stick to NQ? A, because it's what I know the best. But B, I have a real hard time looking at a bunch of stuff. Like, some of you are really good with that. Like looking at a lot of different charts and processing a ton of information. I'm not. I like to simplify everything and look at as little as I possibly can. Yeah, Phantom, I would look into, well, obviously you could start, I mean, $150 is a little low on any kind of cash account. You might want to build it up a little bit, but honestly, where I would start if I was beginning, and what I tell most people is probably start on a ticker symbol like MYM. That's the Dow Jones Industrial Futures. That's the micro contracts. It doesn't require... It just moves a little more trendy and smooth and not as sporadic, aside from what this chart is showing. This is the hourly chart on the Dow Jones futures. But you can see if you're trying to day trade it, I'll go to a 5-minute chart. It does not have, the tick value is a lot lower than the other indexes, and it doesn't generally move as fast as the other indexes do. Hey, what's up, Jeff? Yeah, exactly. Trading for keeps. Yeah, keep it simple. Just simplify as much as possible. I think we as traders are constantly analyzing, try to make things more difficult than what it really is. Looking at too much stuff. You definitely don't want to get in that spot where you have information paralysis. You know? Ah, lots of new subs. Thanks for the new subs, guys. Thanks for checking out the channel. Welcome to the community. Let them know your strategy, Nims. I already showed. Yeah, see, we didn't get above the level. We might be range bound, guys. Let's see if we hold this 105 above 100 and start to make that move back up. I'm really just not seeing a whole lot of buyers, at least not yet. Yeah, Sid, you can. You can come over here and set your brackets to whatever you want, tick value, dollar amount. You just got to play around with it, your placing strategy. We might have our range, guys. For the next little while. We got Asia opening in about 30 minutes. So we'll see what happens. Is gold doing anything? No, not really. Not really. You've had a little move down, a little move up. The rip off the open and then kind of just consolidating here. Can you auto set it in a bracket? I'm not sure, Sig. I've never messed around with the auto brackets. I go manual on mine, so I always drag and drop. I'm sure you can. I'm sure there's a way. I've just never done it myself. Pete, minor standard 20 points. So the levels define my risk, right? That's how I draw my levels. The actual level is a specific price that generally falls within this area. And what this does for me is this accounts for what everybody refers to as liquidity sweeps, right? Above the level or below the level. And this defines my risk generally. So ideally, it doesn't always happen this way, right? I want to be executing longs from the top side with stop at or just below the bottom extreme, and vice versa on the short side. Shorts from the bottom of this extreme with my stop at or just above the top extreme. But they're always 20 points. Every level on my chart is 20 points. You know, that's just my system. Not that you have to draw out 20-point levels, right? But I would do something like that so you can visually see what you're risking on the charts. You know, like if you're risking a set amount of points, draw your levels, draw the range to account for that. And then it just makes it easier to execute. You generally know where your stop is going to be. You know where your entry should be. And then you use those extremes of your range as confirmation almost. So when I'm drawing my levels, all I do is select the rectangle over here. I'll just draw an example. This isn't a level, guys. I draw them like that. Right? And then I come down here to settings. I move it to the background so the candles print over the top of them. I extend to the left and right. I remove the middle line, and then I change the color. That's all those boxes are. And then if you really want to, you can scroll down on Quantower and you can adjust them to whatever price you want them on. And then if you need to move them, you can just drag and drop. Or you can lock them into place so that you can't move them. And then down here at the bottom, I'm sure you guys have seen these color lines. I've got volume and cumulative delta sitting down there so that if I zoom in, I can see per each 5-minute candle where delta's resting down here at the very bottom. Never really pointed that out on stream yet, but it is always, it's down there. Anthony, a little late to the stream. Well, welcome to the stream first and foremost. Yeah, if you want to add delta on, if you guys are on Quantower, just click the little magnifying glass to pull up your volume analysis toolbar down here. Right? Click on time statistics, and then you can select what you want to show at the bottom of your screen. Right, and then all you got to do is click enable. So all I have is volume and cumulative delta showing down there, but you can show any of this. Sorry to all you who don't trade on Quantower. I know this feels like a Quantower tutorial stream all of a sudden. How to download Quantower? Chris, you can. There's a link in the description of my videos. You can just click on that link, and it'll take you right to Quantower. You can download for free. Yeah, so, well, that's not entirely true, I guess, Chris. You don't need to have Rhythmic account. Like, if you sign up through My Funded Futures, it's actually via DX feed that Quantower uses. So it's an entirely different data provider. But for most of them, yes. I think Take Profit Trader is Rhythmic. Lucid is Rhythmic. All right, we're starting to look a little interesting here. Let's give it a shot. If it'll fill me. Let's give it a shot. All right, we're in. Let's target like 150. All right, I am long. Yeah, we'll see if it's not consolidation. It could come down. I mean, that's a pretty quick slap above the level, which is not ideal, but there's a lot of interest up here, up into 200, so, I mean, it's worth a shot. Anyone for a marbles race? Oh, jeez. You guys are stuck on the marbles race. All right, if we clear 130, I'm going to go break even probably on this. I'd like to see it continue up at least to 140 here before it would come back. Oh, stopped out. Probably should have let it go, but that's okay. Let's see if it holds. Let's see if it holds. And if we continue to hold here. No, marbles was a disaster, David says. It was. That was a disaster. An absolute disaster. Salt May Project. Have I tried different yeah, so I've tried Tradeovate. I've tried, obviously, Project X. I've tried TradingView. Quant Tower, I like the best. I'll admit. Martin, you're new? Well, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. Happy to have you here. It does look like 150 if you guys are holding that position. It does look like 150 is probably the logical next stop. I can't enter up here from 130, though. That's risking a bit too much. Yeah, Inatux, I agree. I agree. Generally, what I like to see is I like to see an immediate move from my entry. So, I'm fine with the break even. I'm fine with it. Actually, I made, what did I make there? What did I make? Like $20, $25? Technically, I made $25. Looks like the trade's about to play out, though. Better than minus $20. Yeah, better than minus anything. Better than $0. Better than $19 in profit, to tell you the truth. Honestly, guys, the move back up into 200 makes a lot of sense to me. Higher time frame wise, we'll go out to a 30-minute chart and give you guys a little bit better look about what I'm seeing. Well, first I'll go to the daily. We'll give you the rundown for the top-down approach. You got the daily 100 sitting up there at 340, right? You got the break today of the prior week low Generally, when it's backfilling the volume, this is the logical spot that it would try to retest. And with the daily 100 sitting right there, I would imagine that is probably a highly likely rejection area if we are going to roll over and get heavy again. So I would anticipate a move back up. Not that it's all going to happen overnight, but I would anticipate at some point buyers to try and reclaim the range. You've got all these peaks over here. You've got multiple tests of that area in the past. You've got buyers holding as support in that area as well. It would make a lot of sense for us to go back and backfill some of the volume, go back there and retest 300. Hey, later Maritime Trades. It would make a lot of sense for that to happen. Now, if we come down to like a 30-minute chart, at least in my opinion, right? If we look at a 30-minute chart, we've got this low down here at 220 that has not really been retested at all since we broke that low. So I would anticipate a move up into here tonight at some point, or during London session, and then we'll see if we can get that rollover. Phantom, why do I like the platform that I'm using over others? Because it's user friendly. It's user friendly. I think, it doesn't really have a whole lot of failures or glitches. Occasionally you'll get a little bit of data latency with the props. But you can see how clean it looks, right? It has everything that I need. You can customize it to how you want it to look. And well, I've been trading on it for a few years now, so I'm used to it. It's definitely better than Trade-Evate, guys. Without a doubt, it's better than Trade-Evate. Execution-wise, I even think it's better than TradingView. TradingView, I think, is very good for charting purposes and like back testing. But I don't like the execution on TradingView myself. Not true, doesn't beat Trade-Evate Web or Ninja Web. Well, considering both of those have gone down multiple times over the last week, I'm going to say it does. In fact, the reason I left Trade-Evate originally, the reason I left Trade-Evate a couple years ago originally is because it was experiencing the same problems that it's experiencing now. Devin, Sierra chart for the win. Yeah, I know those Sierra users. They are loyal. I tell you what, they are loyal. Only takes you about 4 years to set up and tinker with settings, but yeah, Sierra chart's great. To save a nation, at the open, I took a couple break evens. I didn't catch anything. My one trade today was a short from 105. And I took profits at 950. So the open, I didn't get a lot of. It was very volatile back and forth, and it just kept coming back and getting my break even. So I didn't really make anything at the open. It wasn't until later that I caught a good trade. Legendary, you're new to everything trading? Well, welcome to the channel. Hopefully you learn a little something here. What's up, Chris? So, Chris, no, to trade in Quantower, you don't want to buy Trade of 8. Trade of 8 runs on CQG data. You want to be on Rhythmic. So in order to use Quantower trading platform with the props, they'll have to have a Rhythmic connection. Legendary, new to everything about trading, like as far as do you know what a candlestick is? I gotta have a basis here on where to guide you. Yeah, water fasting results. The market, I mean, it's a little slow, obviously compared to New York session, but you're getting nice trend moves. You know of candlesticks, Legendary? I think, honestly, trading futures is probably the easiest to learn and pick up. So trading like U.S. index futures, for instance, kind of what we're doing right now, is probably the easiest to learn. So that's probably where I would start. I would also say do not sink any real money in. I would start on a practice account and trade for 6 months to a year to find a good strategy. There's lots of good free information out there on the internet to learn from. It's hard for me to, like I said, it's hard for me to guide you without knowing where you're at in your trading journey as far as your education has been concerned. So it's kind of hard for me to recommend things. I don't want to recommend videos that you just won't understand and get lost in. Chris, no, I do not trade Apex. I do not trade Apex. I stay away from Apex. I stay away from Apex. What's up, Pete? How are you? Yeah, I would say after you have a proven strategy, don't sink a bunch of money into a personal account. I would start with the prop, like get with a prop firm and try to pass one of their evaluations first. What's a good prop firm for beginners, Michael? I would say any prop that offers an end-of-day trailing account at the cheapest level is probably the good place to start. Is probably a good place to start. Top Step's always been reliable. My Fund of Futures is another good one. Lucid. I would stay away from any account if you're just starting out that has intraday trailing drawdown, just because that is a rule that is there to trip you up kind of deal. What's up, Icon? What's the name of the platform I was recommending, Legendary? I trade on Quantower trading platform. So this is Quantower that you see here on the screen. Those of you that are in the shorts feed, by the way, feel free to click on that other live stream on my channel. It's the horizontal stream. It's a lot better viewing experience. You'll get to see my full monitor. You're very limited on screen real estate on that vertical format streamer, the shorts feed. Yeah, trading for keeps, but honestly, the worst thing that happens, I think, to traders is they get those super cheap accounts, they YOLO the account, they pass, and then they pay the activation fee, right? So I think you got to consider the all-in costs. They have that beginner's luck, right? And then they pay that activation fee, and then inevitably end up failing the funded account, right? So I think the end of days kind of force you to take things a little bit slower. And they're a little more forgiving than the intraday trailing is. Yeah, that's true, Ricky. You're right. Those static accounts are good. I know Trade Day has a static account. Has static drawdown, but it's very, very small. I want to say on the 50Ks, Isn't it like $500 on the static drawdown there? Apposado, it depends on what prop you're trading with. So like with Apex, what's the I don't even know. I haven't looked at their pricing recently. I want to say their activation fee is like 80 some odd dollars. Last I checked, but I really don't know what it is. So your all-in cost with Apex per account on those 50Ks is, I think at its cheapest point, right around $100. Maybe a little more. The 50K flex at Lucid, I think is around that $80 mark. All in, no activation fee. My Fun and Futures doesn't have activation fees, which, by the way, guys, My Fun and Futures launched a 25K account option recently. I think it's $84 for their 25K option. But if you haven't checked it out yet, it's worth looking at. It's a little pricier than the other 25Ks, right? Yeah, and it talks. Yeah, beginner's luck is a killer. It for sure is. Because it gives you that false sense of you know what you're doing. Oh, this is easy, right? Oh, sweet. I just hit a big trade. I know what I'm doing now. I've only been trading for 2 months. Icon, I haven't run enough stats on it. I was trying it out for a while. Here's the problem that I have with opening range is everybody defines it something different, right? Like you have a 5-minute, you've got a 15-minute, and then I want to say the CME defines it as like the first 30 seconds after the opening bell. I want to say it's even lower than that. So there's all these different definitions for what defines opening range. Any suggestions? You have Apex, you have a 50K, you're funded, you're up 53,018 equity, and you're on your 8th day. Michael, I mean, look, I'm a firm believer in requesting what you can with the props. Pay yourself back for the cost that it took you to get the account. I know one of the keys with them is to kind of stay under the radar. Is Quantara free? David, so it is free to trade on. However, certain features on Quant Tower are locked until you pay for a license. The CME is 30 seconds. It always has been, always will be. Yeah, wonky, I know. But what you see on the internet, like from all the trading gurus and trading influencers, is they all play the 15-minute opening range, right? So when people are going to search out videos, if you were to say the ORB strategy, most of them are referring to a 15-minute opening range. David, you can do either or. So I want to say they have a lifetime license, or you can pay monthly. Watch out for Apex email stating violated windfall rule. Yeah, I mean we all know the stories. We all know the stories. You'll have some people that say follow the rules and you'll get your money, right? There shouldn't be that many rules, right? There just shouldn't. You shouldn't have to have an advanced degree in mathematics and science in order to trade with a prop firm. The last thing I want to be thinking about is, oh man, am I within 30% of my peak profit balance when I'm mid trade? You know, that's the last thing I want going through my mind. Doing calculations when you're in a trade just to make sure you're within these tight parameters. Nah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Or requesting the payout and then wondering, man, am I actually going to get this payout? Or is it like, did I violate some little teeny tiny rule? Yeah, in the time you were trying to get a payout from Apex, you got 3 from Take Profit Trader. How to get customized Quantar? Oh, do you want what mine looks like? Is that what you're asking, Wasi12? If you are on Discord and you DM me, I can send you over my CSS, which is my color scheme, and it will look like mine as far as appearance is concerned. I fully customized mine to look how I want it. Had to send in toenail clippings and a selfie. The futures desk static is cheap. Yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about the futures desk. I know they're a little bit different. Aren't they like a build your own account kind of company? Like you can put in there what you want and then they shoot out a price. Icon, you did 8 days review on the NQ with the ORB. Were you using the 15-minute ORB? All right, now we're just stuck in between 100 and 120. 125. Let's see if we can finally get that push. I'm not going to try it again, guys. You know my rule. I don't take the same trade from the same price twice, so I'm not going to do it again. It keeps me out of chop. That's a rule that I have in place in my trading to keep me out of that for that very thing. David, have I tried Ninja Trader? I know Ninja Trader looks kind of similar to Quant Tower. Here's the thing. Like, I know, if you have a lot of Trade-Evade accounts with the props, I would say Ninja Trader is probably the move for you. Because the props sometimes don't allow you to jump platform to platform. I think Lucid's really the only one that's allowed people to do that. They've just been having a lot of issues recently with outages, like Trade-Evade and Ninja Trader, because they're the same. They're the same company pretty much. But if I was on Trade-Evade, I would say give Ninja Trader a try. Yeah, Wonky, I know. I knew it was the first 30 seconds with the CME. The opening range is technically the first 30 seconds of market open. Guys, just so you know, if you didn't know that, the opening range is technically the first 30 seconds of market open. Yeah, David, I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do have auto break even at a certain like profit trigger. There's probably a way to do it. I've just never played around with that setting at all. So I'm sure there is a way to do it. In the placing strategy over here, you would just have to do a little research is all. Yeah, that's true. I guess you could trade. You could just download Ninja. Yeah, exactly. Download Ninja, and if you have Trade-Evade accounts, it should show up. Same thing with TradingView, right? You should be able to trade on TradingView if you have a Trade-Evade account or a Ninja Trader account. No, trading for keeps. I'm fairly certain the CME definition of opening range is the first 30 seconds. I'm almost certain. I would say I'm like 99.9% certain that it is the first 30 seconds. Ty Gordon, I'm pretty sure all of the props will eventually ban trading metals. You'll probably see them all do it here soon. You will probably see them all do it. I mean, think about it. They've probably been getting rinsed. Absolutely rinsed. Absolutely rinsed. I'm not getting anything definitive. Everything that's popping up when I Google, like the 15, everything's popping up 15 minutes opening range now. I can't get anything definitive. Yeah, SJP. I mean, we know why they're doing it, right? Like, I can guarantee what's happening is, like I said, you've got influencers out there throwing max size on the thing, and they're probably getting rinsed. You know, they're probably getting rinsed. Here's the thing, though, right, guys? At a certain point, these props should push you to a live account, right? Like, Apex should have pushed these guys to a live account at a certain profit margin. Like, they should have pushed them into live accounts, and then it doesn't matter, right? They can trade however they want. If they had a brokerage that they had an agreement with, they could open that account and have them trade live money. But the fact of the matter is, they're keeping these guys in simulated accounts, right? So that's directly coming out of their pockets. So if they push them to a live account, it would be an entirely different story. But they don't. They just don't. Oh, yeah, I'm not trading. Yeah, Carlos. I'm not trading a 30-second opening range, right? Like, I'm not doing that. I'm definitely not building a strategy around a 30-second opening range myself. Trading for keeps. I see your post in Discord. That's what the 9:30 to 10:30 a.m. is called initial balance. That's initial balance. That's not. Yeah, see, they've got 3 different numbers on there: 5, 10, 30. But I want to say the first 30 seconds is. You'd have to drop down to the 5 second to execute. All right, there's that move. I'm sorry, I got sidetracked, guys. There it goes. There it goes. Hopefully you guys caught that. Retested central pivot and just launched. All right, we got about 200 people in here. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight, guys. I appreciate you. Hopefully you are making some money. We are deep in conversation about what defines opening range on the stream right now. Smash that thumbs up button for me if you could, if you haven't yet. Nice move, though. Oh, nice, Ferocity. The pop secured you a 3K elusive payout. Nice. Short gold and silver. Skull Crumble says, what's silver doing tonight? I haven't even looked at a silver chart all night. Let me take a look. Wow. It's definitely moving down. Silver's looking like a massive bear flag. It is looking like more downside in store. 15 minutes is most common. OC dog trainer. Yeah, I mean, if you were to look up the ORB strategy, right, on YouTube and look for videos on it and how to execute it, it's probably the 15 minutes probably the most. It's probably the only one that they're using, right? Done with the 150K account. It's hard to pass, Guitar Guy. The 150K accounts, like you pretty much have to trade a mini. Yeah, trading for keeps. Yeah, I mean, all that you're showing me is it's AI is saying 30-minute alternative. Some traders define the initial balance as the first 30 minutes or use it to refer to the opening range. There's nothing in here that says CME defines. CME has, there's nothing in here that tells me that that is the CME definition. So I can't agree with you. I'm sorry. I apologize. I can't agree with you. All I know is that's what I've heard from traders that have been in the business a long time, is that it is defined as the first 30 seconds. That's what I've heard. I'll do a deep dive, though, and try to figure it out. Obviously not when I'm on a live stream. And if I'm wrong, hand in the air. I promise. Yeah, Sire. Yeah, Sire's been trading for a little while, and he's defined the true ORB is 30 seconds. It is the first 30 seconds. It is the first 30. Okay. Yep. Phantom, I'm live every Sunday through Wednesday, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard currently. That's the current streaming schedule. Yeah, that's the thing about the 150Ks, Ahmed. Like, if you can pass them, they set you up for success. They really do. Oh, Chris, yeah, I got you. I'll send it to you after the stream. I'll send that to you after the stream. Yeah, Ty, a lot of people like those 100Ks. All mine are 50Ks. All of my funded accounts are 50Ks, but a lot of people do like those higher balance accounts. Nahal, when was the last time I lost an account? I lost one in January. I lost an account in January. I took a payout and ran the balance too low and then took a loss. Yeah, I mean, I'd lose accounts too. Yeah, cheers, Chris. Yeah, trading for keeps. I'm like I said, I'm like 99% certain the CME definition of the opening range is the first 30 seconds. Like overwhelming majority of traders that have been trading a very long time have told me this. Put a poll. Fan and Panic. So this over here is called the DOM surface. It's kind of similar to what you'll hear about on the internet as Bookmap. And what this is telling you is these are aggressive buyers and sellers in the market. In other words, people who are hitting the market button. And then these lines over here are your passive buyers and sellers, also known as limit orders. But that's what this is showing you. And it kind of gives you a good sense about what's happening. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Sire. I think the same source actually. That was another person who did verify it. Was Pax. Hey, what's up, Nathan? How are ya? That was a typo. I'm not trading 6 minis. I'm trading 4 minis. All right. All right, it looks like we are making that move up into 200 like I thought. Man, it kind of stinks that I would have been stopped out just barely, though, I think. I think I would have been wicked out on this 100 retest and central pivot retest, and then it would have gone. So I'm okay with my break even here. Kind of just bad timing. Right idea, bad timing. Four minis is probably still too much. I mean, that is a lot of risk. All right, we got over 200 people in the stream right now. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight, guys. Let's see if we can get that move up towards 200. I mean, that's where the overwhelming amount of interest is up there around 200. I would like to see that get traded. The only problem is that we now have a point of control flip up to 150. On an eval in the hall, how many micros would I use? It depends on the size of the evaluation. Like if you're on a 50K and you're just starting the account, I would say on an evaluation, I would probably go somewhere between 3 and 5 micros to start. Until you build up that balance. You know, and it depends on what level of trading you're at too. You know, that's kind of hard to tell you. You know, we don't want to be stuck in an evaluation forever, some of us, but at the same time, you know, it's tough to give that advice because as a beginning trader, I wouldn't tell the same thing as to somebody that's been trading for 3 years, you know. Start with one and feel the pain. Yes, it's true, right? Like, honestly, I've told you guys before, my rule of thumb generally, especially once you get to the funded stage, is for every $1,000 of profit, you can add 1 micro. So you start out with 1 micro, try to get to $1,000, and then you add 2. You add another micro, and just build the account that way. You're at a break-even stage where you're stuck at not being able to make progress, but you're holding on to accounts. That sounds like it's probably, Nahal, probably more strategy involved, right? Because you don't, like, some of the best traders I know have a 30 to 40% hit rate, right? But they let their winners run and they cut their losses early. So maybe look into your strategy at that point. Like, are you letting the trade play out to what your strategy says? And are you actually letting it play out, or are you going immediately break even and that's not part of your strategy? You know, I would look at the finer details if you're not seeing one way or the other. Nahal, I'll be honest with you. If you're coming up on the rebill on monthly fees within like a day or two, I would say at that point, and I know I don't want people hearing me say this, but what I would do is I would YOLO the account because you're getting the free reset when you hit that rebill anyway. I would probably go ahead and YOLO the account, try to pass it really quick, throw on some size. If it's coming, if like it's coming down to crunch time on rebill, because it's going to reset at the end of the month anyway if you're hitting that rebill. Yeah, I'm a firm, but wow, nice little sell off there. A little 50-point sell off real quick. Better to have 2 or more. Yeah, I agree. Right? It keeps you in the game. There's definitely days where you're going to hit DLL. I mean, it happens to all of us, right? When we tilt, we all hit DLL on these prop accounts from time to time. And it's always nice to have that backup to still trade. Especially when winning days don't constitute, you don't have to make a whole lot to constitute a winning trading day with these. And you have consistency built in. So say your first trade goes for $400 or $500 and you want to lock in that winning trading day while you're still in the beginning stages of those accounts, but you still want to trade, right? So I think it's a good idea to have multiple, for sure. Trade them separately. Don't do the copy trading thing until you are extremely confident and successful with your strategy. But yeah, it's a good idea to have multiple. You get close to passing, or I'm in that drawdown for weeks, which is frustrating. Yeah, I would say open it up a little bit more. Like, if you find yourself, when you do start going red, automatically closing out of your trade, like we all take drawdown. All our entries aren't going to be precise, right? Later, sire. But let the trade breathe a little bit. And if you have to size down in order to let it breathe a little bit more, size down. And then when the trade is going in your favor, add into your winners. So you can't trade every day, Nahal? Yeah, I get that. I get that. But I do think you got to let the trades breathe and work out a little bit more. You're a data architect? No? Nice. Chris, so you can trade in Quant Tower. There is a copy trading bot that you can set up. I do not copy trade my accounts. I trade them all individually. Yeah, Eagle's Eyes, exactly. Yeah, especially if you get into like locating support and resistance, and you get good at really pinpointing those levels. Generally, there's a range that you have, kind of like what you see on my charts, where my range is 20 points. That's generally what I like to risk, is somewhere between 20 and 25 points. If that's too much risk on minis for you, just size down and maybe let it breathe a little bit more, you know? But yeah, if you're just coming out break even, I would definitely look at the numbers and why is that happening? Like, what's my percentage hit rate? What are my targets? How much am I average target? How much is my average stop loss? And maybe it's just a matter of extending your targets out further, right? And letting your winners be bigger than what they are, but keeping your stop loss where it is. I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't know without looking at your statistics and your trades. I don't know what strategy you're trading, so I couldn't really give you any solid advice here, but I would definitely look at what's my average loss, what's my average hit, what's my average win, and maybe extending your targets out a little bit more, especially if you're having a high success rate. Like if you're anything over, I would say 60%, 65% on your win rate, and you're still having that problem, I would say you're having too small of targets would be the issue. Nahal, no, I don't always need to see absorption. Not always. The only reason that I'm not taking this is the reason that I told you guys earlier. It's a hard rule that I have in place. It keeps me out of chop. I would have taken this long again from here. That's the play that I see right now, but I don't execute from the same price twice. Not within a given certain period of time. I tried it. I got break even. I'm not going to do it again. It keeps me out of the chop. Even if it works out, right? Even if it works out. Yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed that I missed the move up. But at least I didn't get chopped up. Yeah, Ty, exactly. Exactly. Don't mess with your stuff. I would say in his instance, it sounds like it's more just targets are too small. Or not allowing the trades to breathe and play out. But like I said, without seeing how the trades are playing out or seeing the trades, there's nothing I could recommend really. Is gold still in that? Oh, gold, nice little dump. Silver still going down too? Yeah, silver's still going on down too. Ty, you're up 837 on the night so far. Nice. GG's. Yeah, like I said at the beginning of the stream, guys, this is my first 10K plus week in trading. So, like, I've had a really good week so far. I don't really feel the need to push the envelope at all. That's the best week I've had in 2026. So, I'm going to be happy and content with it. I'm not looking to give a lot of that back, especially in this where we're just kind of back and forth a lot. Oh, M2, I'm sorry. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, Woogs, like, there's no... I never feel rushed in my trading regardless. I mean, you guys know that. How many times do people come into the streams and be like, man, I've never seen you in a trade? And it's like, well, I only take, like, 3 trades a day, usually. You know? Yeah, Eagle's Eyes, exactly. Trading is all about being patient, waiting for price to come to you, waiting for that setup, and then executing. Right? I mean, you get online and you see these guys placing 40, 50, 60 trades a day. That's just, over the long haul, that's just not profitable. Like, I don't know that it could be profitable over the long haul. The fees eat you up at a certain point. The fees just eat into your profits. And unless you've got an algorithm going off over there, it's going to be very, very, very difficult. You have to have such a high win rate in order to be profitable with any kind of like higher frequency or high volume trading. I mean, you have to be like 95% and above. Ed, yeah, I do trade MNQ. Yeah, in a tux. I would say, here's the thing, right? Like, even if you're trading on MNQ, I would use NQ's market data in order, like if you have level 2, I would use NQ's levels even if I was trading MNQ. Does that make sense? Oh, thanks, Training for Keeps. Yeah, congrats as well. Oh, gosh, we just kind of died in price, didn't we? Yeah, exactly, Muzin. Exactly. You've got it dead on the head. Like, if you're taking 50 trades a day, that is just far too much. That is a level of locked in that I will never be able to achieve. Like, your brain can't focus. You can't stay locked in long enough, right? You just can't. You can't. Yeah, Phantom. $200 a day. I think if you have the right strategy, $200 a day is good, right? Obviously, have your risk appropriate so that you don't lose a lot. But yes, on average, because obviously there's going to be days where you make more. There's going to be days where you're red as well. We all don't win every trade that we get into. There are red days. Everybody has them. It's just a matter of minimizing the damage when you're not seeing the market well. But But yeah, I would $200 a day is, I think, is easily achievable, right, guys? For reference, Phantom, it's 10 points on NQ is a $200 day. You think about how much we've moved here, right? This candle alone, this is a 5-minute time on NQ, moved nearly 70 points. That's $1,400 per E-mini contract on the Nasdaq. So 10 points, half of this range here is $200 per contract. So yeah, I do think $200 a day is doable, without a doubt. Actually, somebody who kind of does that, but they're copy trading 20 accounts, is Trades by Matt. I mean, if any of you guys have watched Trades by Matt recently, he really only looks for 10 points. He looks for 10-point trades, takes a couple of them a day, copy trades his 20 accounts. You know, he might make $200, he might make $400, he might lose $200, but they're all in that same range, right? And he's just constantly targeting 10 points. Sovereignty, you never have a red day? Oh, nice. Nice. Well, there is a guy. Okay, I take that back. There is a guy in our Discord who it's been a very long time since I've seen him have a red day. The guy is constantly making, like, I don't know, 20K a day, 15K a day. Always picking tops and bottoms. He's the best trader I've ever seen. And if he's paying attention, he knows who he is. But if you're a member of Level Up, you probably know who he is. Once he gets them, he's done for the day. Yeah, Anthony. I think he doesn't really need to make much more than that. You know, if he's consistently pulling out, you know, $2,000 to $4,000 for each of those 20 accounts every couple weeks, that's plenty of money. That's plenty of money. You know, like the trade I pulled over from this morning for me, right? Like those kind of trades come with time and watching a market move and knowing what symbol you're trading. It doesn't just happen, right? Like this from earlier today, this doesn't just happen, right? This is understanding levels. This is understanding how NQ likes to trade. This is being able to read order flow around the level and executing. And then you can see the profit that builds off of one trade. But that comes with waiting out a lot. Nahal, what's his strat? You're talking about Trades by Matt. He likes delta divergences and VWAP. He likes a lot of so he's got a few different setups. He's got delta divergence plays, and then he likes 5-minute candle wick tests. So like when he's seeing delta is positive, right? He'll wait for a 5-minute candle to print, and then he'll wait for the next candle to come back and retest the top side of the wick, and he'll get long from here with his stop at 10 points, and then he'll target 10 points, right? He'll try to play that bounce off that prior candle's wick. Oh, the guy in my Discord. Oh, Chris? Oh, he plays levels. He doesn't trade from charts anymore, though. He literally just trades from his phone and trades price. I think back in the day he was like a volume profile TPO chart guy when he was charting, as far as Chris is concerned. But I mean, he's the best trader I've ever seen. He picks tops and bottoms on every major move of the market. Like right now, he's still holding a short position from I don't know, 26K. He's still holding one runner on his short position from 26K. He took 2 minis off at like, I forget where he took them off at. I'll be honest with you. I don't know, 25,400 or something like that. And he's got one runner going right now. And that position at one point today was up, that one runner was up $22,000. And that's just one mini. He already took 2 minis off the position. So I don't know. His total position might have been, I don't know. You know, he might be up like 50K on the position. I don't know. But yeah, he's more a swing trader. He only trades a personal account. Been trading with him for 2 years, and I've never seen anything like it. He's a better trader than anybody that you're going to see on the internet. Hands down. He is a better trader than any influencer that I've seen. Even though the influencers make more money, his actual trades are better than anybody's I've seen. I know, Kelly. Trust me. I haven't even figured it out. In fact, the reason why he follows me is because of my ability to spot levels, because it's kind of what he does in his head, right? And I've been trading with him for a few years now. But he's a better 10 times the trader that I am. Yeah, no, just off his phone. He just sets alerts for when price gets to his area of interest. If it goes off at 2:30 in the morning, he wakes up, places the trade, and goes back to sleep. I'm dead serious. Dead serious. It's unreal. All right, Almighty. Say hi to the fam for me. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Speaking of which, if you're new here, welcome to the community. Welcome to the channel. If you aren't a member of Level Up Discord and would like a free trading community, just a place to hang out during the day, feel free to join Level Up. There's a link in the description down below the video, or you can type !Discord in the chat, and that will just populate a link. Lots of good traders in there, better traders than myself. So feel free to go in there. Most are willing to help if you have any questions. We aren't selling any courses or mentorships or signal services. We just are building a nice trading community, a free trading community. So welcome everybody that's new. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Like I said, my name is Wes. I'm a full-time futures trader. Been doing it for nearly 5 years now. Instagram is down. Oh no. Who is the genius I'm talking about? Chris in Level Up Discord. He's really, really good. What's up, beautiful Pixel? How are you? Guys, if you've DM'd me during the live stream, I will read those DMs after I get done with the live stream here. And I promise I will respond. Dang, Moozin, you're up 1.3K for tonight? You guys are out there banking tonight. My goodness. Yeah, that is the one nice thing about my channel, right? I will say that I've been very fortunate to have the right kind of people be a part of the community. Like I said, I can't thank you all enough for being here and keeping it troll-free, clean, and just educational. And an overall good time. Gold sells, trust me. You guys are crazy. You guys trading the metals are insane. Absolute insane. You're like the genius I was talking about, Recon? Yeah, he's really, really good. He's really, really good. I can verify your analysis. I don't need to do all that recon. I trust you. If you say you're that good of a trader, I'll believe it. I don't need any proof. You got nothing to prove to me. Or any of us for that matter. What do I see in gold right now? Low time frame, like scalping measures, or higher time frame? Honestly, my gold analysis isn't going to matter. To be fair, I don't trade gold. Let's see here. Do we get the full retest? Yeah, it looks like rejections up there. Oh, thanks, Rick. Thanks. I appreciate it. I don't know how cool I am. I annoy myself quite frequently. I annoy myself quite frequently. But I appreciate the kind words. I'm thinking that gold's probably got a little more room to the downside to go overall, if you ask me. Short term, it could come back up here and retest these lows. So 5150 short term would be like a good rejection spot. I think it might need to come up there, but I don't know gold levels all that well. I haven't really done a deep dive onto it. Let's see, you got tops there at 110. Without a lot of selling pressure, I would say a retest of this area would make a lot of sense. If you're asking me technical analysis wise, before the next leg down. But I'm not sure. Put a small contract, sell, and enjoy your coffee. I'm good. I'll wake up tomorrow. This thing's at 5,200. I'm good. NQ dump coming up. Eagle's eyes. I don't know. I don't know. You've got some interest up in here. The retest of this would make a lot of sense. Are you going to take your tea for sure after the W? All right. I hope you do. Beautiful Pixel, you're saying, yo, low-key, you just crossed over mini resistance. Take a buy. Trust you. No offense, guys. I don't take any signals from my chat, right? No offense. I trust my analysis. I know what I trust what I'm doing, right? I'm a profitable trader. Been doing it long enough to trust my own reads. No offense. But I do hope you all make money. I do sincerely hope that, right? Like, I hope you all are right all the time. We just try to give some pre-popcorn out here. Yeah, no, I mean, keep giving your analysis by all means. Like, that's what we're here for, right? To help each other out. Right, especially in the trading world where everything is just so negative and filled with trolling and lying and scheming and scamming and slime. To have a place where that isn't happening is amazing. So let's just keep doing what we're doing. Coffee in the mornings, salty pop. Oh, you guys crack me up. No, thanks, Anthony. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's a lot. My channel's definitely different than what you see in the trading space for sure. I'm surprised my channel has as many people here as it does, to be fair. I mean, guys, we're really close to 7,000 subscribers. We're not far off. The last few months have just been a rocket ship on this channel. So, like, I don't know where the channel is going to be in the next 3 months. I have no idea. We could be at 10K subs by summer, you know? It's crazy. Pete, did I win? No giveaways tonight. No giveaways tonight. Beautiful Pixel. On what symbol are you trading? What symbol are you trading? NQ? You just took a long? Recon, it's kind of my own hybrid strategy. It's kind of a mix between order flow, support and resistance. The basic foundation is support and resistance. Being able to spot key levels on a chart. And then ideally what I'm looking for, you know, in its bare bones form is break and retest. So, right? Or if I'm looking for a short, something like so bull flag, bear flag type setups around these levels using order flow as confirmation for my entry. Like at its most basic level, that's what I'm looking for. Really simple. He's just saying no giveaway, so you bots leave. M2, don't start. Don't start. Anthony, I prefer the retest. I've been burned so many times playing those breakouts that I prefer the retest. 100%. I would rather let it do the breakout and pull back and then get the confirmation with either aggressive buyers and sellers at the level that are holding price there, right? Either below or above. Which is why I said I like my entries to be at the top sides of these boxes. Like the level generally falls. It's not always at the extreme, but the specific price that I'm looking at generally falls somewhere in the middle here somewhere, right? Sometimes it is the extreme, but a lot of times that actual price falls somewhere in this range, and I'm kind of using the extremes as my confirmation. Pilong, what's the Glizzy Clipper 5000? It's an indicator that was built by my friend Banana Bread Trades. You can look him up on YouTube. He's got his own YouTube channel. Really good trader. Also one of the better traders that I know. We're different style traders. He's a mean reversion trader. His indicator is basically his trading strategy, all lumped up into one. And if you purchase the indicator, he's got notifications on his Discord that are linked where you'll get notified when it's printing on your phone. You haven't seen any trader be more patient than me? Yeah, I mean, look, it's a part of it. You want long-term success in this game. I think you have to be patient. You know, I watch guys like Chris and Level Up, and he's literally taking one entry every 3 days, right? One entry every 2 to 3 days. M2, driving some high school kids on the bus right now. It's Banana Bread Trades is the name of the guy. Confirmed. Due to market volatility, Apex is temporarily halting trading on metals. I believe it. Beautiful Pixel, you're trying to flip a $10 account to $1,000? What would do it faster, gold or Euro USD? Well, I think gold would flip that faster right now than any forex than any forex pair. I think gold would flip it way faster, especially if you're trading gold futures. Yep, exactly. Him too. Exactly. Yeah, you know what? Here pretty soon. I haven't talked to Goose in a little while, but I'll reach out to him and get him on another live stream here soon. Because he and I are different kinds of traders, and I think sometimes it might be good for some of you to see a different style of trading if he's in a trade. But he's pretty patient like me. He will wait and wait and wait for his setup to happen, and then he'll execute. But he's very, very, very good. Different kind of trader. He's a mean reversion trader. You know, whereas I'm like a trend continuation, try to catch the trend kind of guy. He's in a trend trying to catch that mean reversion back to the average, right? But he's got it pinpointed. Why is he so mean? Goose isn't mean. He's not mean. Goose is a good guy. He's actually really nice. All right, guys, we're coming up on 9 o'clock. I think I'm going to call it there since we're just hanging out at this level and kind of just moving slow at this point. Not sure when the next live stream will be. There may or actually I know there won't be a live stream on Sunday night, guys. It's Super Bowl Sunday. Markets are probably going to be meh. So most people are going to be watching the Super Bowl. So just we might not have another stream until Monday night. I'm going to try to get some content out for you this weekend so you have something to at least watch and keep the channel engaged and all that. Who knows? Maybe I'll throw a surprise live stream tomorrow night to make up for missing Sunday. Guys, I'm finishing the night up $166. So I'll call it a break-even night. Trade safe. Stay patient. And if I don't see you tomorrow night, I will see you next week. Peace.